we're going to cheer on our graduates who are coming in now at this time. Graduates, welcome. Yes. Welcome, welcome. And everyone, yes, please be seated. Yes. Oh, back. Yep. And Michaela, have them go to this one. Back up to this row for you too. Okay. Excellent. And as they're getting situated, thank you again for joining us. Be seated. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Lindy Wagner, and I'm the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Inclusive Excellence, Education and Development here at SIUE. First, many partners have helped the graduation celebrations become what they are here today, and I want to acknowledge that effort and support. So first, thank you to the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, the Kimmel Student Involvement Center, and the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs for their continued support and the support that, again, has brought us to this point in time. I would also like to say thank you to the staff of the Inclusive Excellence Education and Development Hub, or the Hub, who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes with smiles and a lot of passion for being here and serving all of you in this moment. You've probably seen them moseying around, getting things taken care of. So thank you to all of them. It's an honor to welcome you to our 8th non-traditional graduation ceremony, which we do celebrate semi-annually. So again, thank you for choosing to celebrate your graduation accomplishments with us. And thank you to those who have joined us to honor the graduates and their great feat. We're privileged to have you here celebrating alongside us, despite the, of course, who knows what kind of experiences you've had in the last couple of years. So we really are excited that you've joined us for this no small feat. So you've persevered to graduation, and we want to be sure that you're recognized for that accomplishment. So you will be surely celebrated here today, and you'll hear that word a lot today, so be prepared, because it's not going to be the first time I'm saying it. First, I do want to draw your attention to the program booklet. You'll probably see that QR code that has been thoroughly displayed on the chairs as well as when you came in. It actually includes all of the pictures of our graduates as well as their thank you messages and their degrees, and then also includes the first few pages are the actual small booklet that you have in your hand today. So we'd encourage you to check that out. If you are joining us via Zoom, that link is being dropped into the chat right now. So also, while I have a moment, I want to recognize members of our senior leadership here on campus who are either in attendance via Zoom or here in person, or who have attended our programs in the past and strongly support our work. First, I want to thank our Chancellor, Dr. James G. Miner, who has frequented our graduation celebrations this week. Dr. Harris, our Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, who you'll hear from again shortly. We have Dean Leonard over here, who's joined us each celebration this week. Thank you, Dean, for joining us. And we also sometimes have a Dean in the Zoom, so if you're there, hello again as well as our other Vice Chancellors who've supported us as well. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to join us. It's a pleasure to see you. Also, I want to offer a little context because oftentimes for this particular graduation, we get a few questions about what makes a non-traditional student. Sometimes non-traditional students themselves aren't sure, do I fit that category? So I thought I'd give us a little context for that. The National Center for Education Statistics, or NCES, has actually identified 7 characteristics that are common to non-traditional students. To be considered non-traditional undergraduate student, most share one or more of these factors. 1, they may not have immediately continued their education after graduating from high school. They may attend college only part-time. They may also work full-time, which is considered 35 hours or more per week. That's a lot of work plus school. They may be financially independent, have children or dependents other than a spouse. Maybe they're a single parent. Maybe they have a GED, not a high school diploma, or maybe they're an undergraduate student who is 24 years or older. So those students meeting one or sometimes several of these characteristics at a time comprise a really important part of the educational process and our student population, because these students provide a very unique group of learners to our classes, our programs, and our services that are offered here at SIUE. And to be truthful, we're a much better place for these unique perspectives. So because of your presence and the varied experiences that you bring to our community, we are truly honored. We know that for many of you graduating, this has not been a singular experience. Probably one story doesn't sum up all of your experiences. Some of you might be single parents who attended school part-time, or you might be dividing your attention between a full-time job, family, school, and I am quite confident that more than one of you have worked a very full day, had to write a paper maybe after work, and somewhere in there found time to spend with your loved ones. And if you're lucky, maybe you got to sleep and eat. So, sound familiar? I'm seeing some nods. Yeah. So because of the work that it's taken for you to arrive here today, again, you deserve to be celebrated, and we're going to do that. As I shared, this is our 8th celebration for non-traditional students. One of your peers by the name of Mrs. Vivian Ward asked in 2017 what we could do to celebrate the accomplishments of non-traditional students, as she herself was one. She was taking 1 to 2 classes a semester, working full-time, and balancing being a mom and a wife. Through it all, she persisted. Vivian's story, again, might be no different than many of yours. However, because of her and the Non-Traditional Student Association here on campus, we now have this tradition to celebrate the graduation of students like you. So, the fall of 2018, the first graduation like this one occurred on this campus. So because of Viv's persistence, we have this ceremony, and because you endured, you're a part of it. And now that I have provided you with a little context, we're ready to formally start our program. So I'd like to first now start our formal celebration with keynote remarks from our colleague, Megan Arnett, who is an instructor in the Department of Sociology. She's been with the Department of Sociology since 2017 and teaches various sociology courses within social justice and diversity track, including courses on race and ethnic relations, social problems and inequality, social change, environmental sociology, and gender studies. In her free time, she enjoys various outdoor activities with her 3 grown children and their significant others, her grandsons, and 2 rescue pups. She's very active in various nonprofit organizations and social movements locally and nationally. Thank you for being with us now, and I pass the floor to you, Megan.
All right. Wow. Good evening. Hello. Take a deep breath for a minute because there's a few more faces than I was expecting to see. But what a good looking group we have this evening. So would you mind? Oh. And I look out in my best friend setting right in the middle. So yeah, okay, that's going to come in with the supports later. So what a good looking group we have. So I think we should take a selfie to celebrate this moment. What are we thinking? Yeah, little selfie? I think so. I think we need a selfie. So there's a big group. So I'm gonna do this 2 sides. Both sides of the room are gonna get a selfie tonight. All right, hold on. So let's see, this side, you ready? If I fall off the stage, just laugh, okay? Just laugh. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. All right, this side, you ready? 1, 2. Definitely deserving of a selfie. So, all right. Well, I just want to say that it is an honor and it's been a moment of reflection to be standing here before you tonight, celebrating your educational journey and graduation. Like many of you, like all of you, I don't know why I'm saying many, like all of you, I was a non-traditional student. At the age of 32, I was a single mother with 3 children at home, trying to figure out how to keep a roof over their head and food on our table. And it was at that time that I made the intentional but very difficult decision to enroll here at SIUE and pursue my bachelor's degree in sociology. I was also a first-generation college student, so I can't lie. That was even its own difficult process. I didn't even know how to apply for admission. I didn't know how to get financial aid, and I didn't know how to enroll in classes. As a matter of fact, on my first day of classes, when I showed up, I got sent home because I didn't know I had to have an updated tetanus shot, right? So like everything, right? It just, the whole process of returning and pursuing my education at that stage of my life just seemed so intimidating and overwhelming. Throughout that journey, there were moments of great pride and feelings of accomplishment. But there were also a lot of times when I thought, can I do this? How will I make it through? How will I ever find balance between being a mother, having a family, being a student, right? Getting my schoolwork done, and living up to those responsibilities that I had as an employer or an employee. Some days, not gonna lie, I felt like I was crushing it, right? I was getting some identity development by being a college student. And I thought I was best mom I could be. I was a great student. I loved my job. I was a good employee. Other days, not so good, not so good at all. I often felt like the roles I had, mom, student, employee, competed and conflicted with one another, and that I was often failing in one area, if not more than one area. So let me just say, as you sat here today, the struggle is real, and we recognize that. I can't lie, the journey did get easier over time, but it also in many ways got more difficult. As non-traditional students, I know that our background and our stories are all different. But I think in many ways, we've all experienced the same mixture of emotions: fear, excitement, overwhelm, joy, gratitude, and yes, sometimes disappointment. Yet you persisted, and here you sit today ready to graduate. And you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long it took you to get here or what path it took you or what path you took. What matters is that you're here today, right? That you've accomplished this, that you're ready to graduate, that you've earned this degree. Maya Angelou once said, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it. When I think about this quote, it reminds me that you are here tonight because you understand the meaning of perseverance and what it takes to grow despite the odds. What does it take to beat those odds? And what skills have you developed along the way to navigate the inevitable odds that you will continue to face in your future? Well, a few stand out to me, and they are growth, grace, and grit. Growth happens outside of our comfort zone. So by definition, growth is uncomfortable. In my own experiences, I've seldom had great joy without equally great, challenging, and sometimes painful change. In fact, most of the things in my life that I am most proud of started with an impossibility, something I did not think could happen or that I was even capable of doing. Yet each of those tasks taken one day at a time with the help and support of people you love not only was possible, but helped me become the person that I am today. And I'm incredibly proud of that person standing here. So keep your head up. Growth is our ability to build up our tolerance for risk and failure. Growth happened every time the odds were against you. It happened every time you silenced the voices telling you that you weren't strong enough, maybe not smart enough, maybe not cut out for this. Growth happened because you were willing to try despite the voices, despite the odds, and despite the risk. So if what you want to do next is start graduate school, by the way, if anybody is interested in that, I know a fabulous university with some excellent graduate programs. So come talk to me. Come talk to me after, right? write a book, pursue your dream job, or start a business, you now know that all you need to do, right, is have a little bit of willingness and be willing to take a single small step outside of your comfort zone to accomplish what you want. Everything else is grace and grit. Grace is something that we often don't realize we need until we get it. Throughout my education, I often felt like I was behind, like I was out of place, and like I was trying to navigate a system that just honestly wasn't designed for a student like me. But I had my family, my friends, and some very dear mentors that always reminded me that I was right on time and that I had everything I needed to accomplish my dreams. So as I look around this room tonight and I see your family and your friends fill the space, and honestly, my heart melting right now because I see my own friend filling this space. I want us to take a moment and I want us to thank them for their encouragement and their grace. Going back to a school is a decision that affects everyone around us. It's possible to do it alone, but it is so much easier to do it with their support. If your experience was anything like mine, these people are the ones who made it possible in many ways for us to accomplish our education. Our loved ones, just like us, made sacrifices so we could focus on our education. And when those times came that we, down in the dirt, were just ready to quit, they reminded us that we were stronger, that we were smarter, and that we were braver than we knew. Without them, we would not be here. So I'd like to ask you to take a few moments and show a little love to those around you who supported you and encouraged you along the way. The last thing I want to mention is grit. Grit is defined as courage, resolve, and strength of character. I did a bit of research on grit, and in the field of positive psychology, I'm a sociologist, but also a nerd. Grit actually correlates to success twice as much as IQ. Whether you realize it or not, your act of showing up every day is grit. I've watched many of you face your fears, your worst fears, things like public speaking, right? Taking college algebra, analyzing statistical data. And even today, I watched my own seniors, right, defend and present their senior assignments. I felt deep admiration as I've heard you speak your truth bravely, sharing your stories and your wisdom, even as your voices trembled. You, my friends, are a bold and gritty bunch, and I've been inspired by what I have seen you do and accomplish. So I encourage you to keep showing up, keep believing in yourself. It will facilitate your growth, but it's also a beacon of light for anyone trying to find their own grit. Share your story because you are bold and wonderful, and someone needs desperately to hear that what you have accomplished is possible. I also encourage you to take time to reflect on your own journey that brought you to this moment. What are the moments that challenged you? When were you asked to step outside of what was familiar or comfortable in order to rise to your potential? How have you pushed past your fears? I want you to remember those moments because they will embolden you and they will affirm you and remind you that you did this. You completed this journey. You answered the call. And now you can and will continue to do so no matter what the next part of your journey looks like or whatever life throws our way. So congratulations on your hard-earned and well-deserved accomplishment. Your friends, family, loved ones, and the faculty, staff, and administration here at SIUE are so proud of all that you have and will continue to accomplish. So let's show a little love and cheer for our graduates. We are so proud of you, class of 2022.
Thank you, Megan. We greatly appreciate that message. How about another round of applause for Megan? That was great. I was almost in tears, and I'm not even one of the graduates. Feeling inspired, feeling good, team? Yes. I know, right? I'm excited. Okay, so now we are at the very exciting part where we're going to start recognizing our graduates individually. So momentarily, we'll ask our graduates to proceed to the podium here at the side of the stage. Guests, as we read the names of the graduates and they cross the stage, we'll also be sharing a PowerPoint behind me with each graduate's name and their lovely photos if they shared one with us, for the people who are joining us via Zoom. Those who are in Zoom, this message is for you. We ask that you remain on mute until all graduate names have been shared, because whatever sound you make is really amplified in this room. So once the names of all the graduates are shared, then anyone in there can absolutely unmute alongside everyone in this space and have a very loud celebratory congratulations, clap and cheer. Now, cheating, those in the room, you can cheer as much as you want the entire time, as much as you'd like. Also, as long as our photographer will be taking some pictures, but if you want to get up and take pictures of your grads as they're crossing, you're more than welcome to do that as well. We've also offered for the graduates to walk across the stage with special people who have impacted them or been a part of this experience. So you might see some of that fun stuff as well. And graduates, I did already tell you, you can pose for pictures and also pose for the camera at the end. I think we already said that too. Up to you, no pressure either way. Okay, so graduates, as your name is called, please know that we do honor, we truly celebrate each and every one of you. You'll be receiving your cord as you cross the stage, and our very own Vice Chancellor Harris will be giving you that cord as you cross the stage. And we all also ask that you wear this cord very proudly at each of your respective commencement exercises, as we have definitely said and heard that it is quite an accomplishment to be here where you are today. So with that, graduates, please join me. We have Kimberly Bailey, Bachelor of Science, major Early Childhood Education. Markeisha Kiera Cunningham, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, major Liberal Studies. Emily Justine Decker, Bachelor of Science, major Psychology, minor in History. Hannah Dillon, Bachelor of Science, major Integrative Studies, minor in Biology. Daniel J. Higginbotham, Bachelor of Science, major Computer Engineering, minor Computer Science. Carrie M. Holliday, Bachelor of Science, major Nursing. I love it. Ashley Nicole Jackson, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Takara Lee Jackson, Bachelor of Social Work, major Social Work. Bridget Lynn Patrick, Bachelor of Science, major in Public Health, minor in Nutrition. Jennifer Ann Pendergraft, Bachelor of Arts, major English, minor English Creative Writing. Brianna Lachey Pettigrew, Bachelor of Arts, major in English, minor Applied Communication Studies. Yes. Rachel C. Rains, Bachelor of Science, major Nursing. Jennifer T. Ramsey, Bachelor of Science, major nursing. Lori A. Richards, Bachelor of Social Work, major social work, minor sociology. Jacqueline R. Smith, Bachelor of Science, major art, concentration art studio, minor in psychology. Kenji Yafet Smith, Bachelor of Science, major integrative studies.
Baby cakes.
All right, we have Angela M. Snell, Bachelor of Science, major in integrative studies and sociology. Woo! Sarah G. Cheatham, Bachelor of Science, major integrative studies, minor business administration. Graduates, you can be seated. And we have several graduates who couldn't join us here in person, but we still want to honor them and acknowledge their accomplishments as well. So I'm going to take a moment and read those names also. So we have James Edwards Berry, Bachelor of Arts, major in English, minor English creative writing. Brittany Nicole Billhartz, Bachelor of Science, major early childhood education. Savannah L. Bishop, Bachelor of Science, major psychology, minor criminal justice studies. Crystal Sierra Borden, Bachelor of Science, major psychology, minor in art studio. Bailey Michelle Cunningham, Bachelor of Science, major early childhood education. Jeffrey J. Engelman, Bachelor of Science, major civil engineering. William Malachi Hughes, Bachelor of Science, major psychology, minor exercise and sports psychology. Megan E. Julian, Bachelor of Science in accountancy, major accountancy. Osawaru Obasui, Bachelor of Science, major mechanical engineering. Kimberly D. Olson, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, major liberal studies. Corey M. Parks, Bachelor of Arts, major English, concentration secondary English language arts, and minor in applied communication studies. Stephanie Renee Pryor, Bachelor of Science, major geography, minor geographic information systems. Emma Adele Shook, Bachelor of Science, major in business administration, concentration human resources management, minor psychology. Maureen Wanjiku, Bachelor of Science, major psychology, minor public health. And Jenna Ann Zellen, Bachelor of Science, major educational leadership. Okay, now's that time, everyone. So anyone who's in Zoom, this is your chance to unmute if you'd like and cheer with us. But I'd like to do one large, great celebration noise for all of our graduates. So congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, Kenji.
Congratulations,
Well
Marquita. Okay, baby cakes.
So proud of you and all of you.
I hear them.
Just for like a couple hours so we can decorate. Hopefully May 21st.
Thank you, Zoom. I hear you. That was exciting. Okay, Zoom. I love you all, but if you could mute now, that'd be awesome too. So again, thank you all for your participation, both Zoom and here, because we really are excited to celebrate these graduates. Now, also graduates, as you go out onto the world and make your mark, remember that you are a proud SIU E Cougar and that you definitely have left a legacy here on this campus and in the hearts of those you've encountered while a student here. To remind you a little bit about how you are always a Cougar, we have Millie Clark, class of 17, an at-large director at the SIU Alumni Association here, who's going to share some thoughts with you now. So at this time, I'd like to invite Millie to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It is so nice to see you here. I'm very happy to see all of you as you embark on what is going to become hopefully a great and joyous adventure of the next chapter of your life. Like she said, my name is Millie Clark, and I'm an at-large director here on the SIUE Board of Association, Alumni Association. And it's a great and wonderful group to work with. They treat you like family because you are family. First off, congratulations on earning your degree from SIUE. You should be very proud of your accomplishments, and I commend each and every one of you for your hard work and commitment to your education. I graduated in 2017, so I feel your pain. I had the backing and the great support of my family and my friends, and I'm sure that's what all of you have had, because I see your faces, you're smiling with great relief, which is such a relief, and I know it is. So congratulations again. College is a special time in your life. The friends you made in college, the professors whose classes you sat in will be the voices in your head during some time in your life's most unexpected moments. The halls you walked and the places on campus where you like to hide and study will become a part of you, a heartwarming nod as self-satisfaction, getting your start at SIUE. And that is exactly what graduation is, your start. It's all too easy to think of graduation as the end of your time here at SIUE, but it is also the beginning of the rest of your life. The closing of this stage means the opening of the next as you join the SIUE Alumni Association. The moment you hear your name called at the commencement, you become an official member with no membership dues, no requirements, and full access to a lot of the perks, all of the perks, and a lot of the benefits and resources available to you. And there are quite a few. So you've had practice, you've had your name called, and you walk across the stage. So when they officially call your name, you are an alumni of SIUE. That's a great feeling. As students, you have endured so much change over the last several years, but you rose to the challenge of completing your degree in the face of a global pandemic. And that means you're equipped to rise to whatever challenges the future may hold. You are strong, resilient, and adaptable. And these are the qualities that will take you far. Even in a world filled with unknowns, these are the qualities that will take you far. As soon-to-be graduates and alumni of SIUE, you have all the tools you need to be successful wherever your path leads you. I offer you this advice as you embark on your next journey. Be open. Welcome new people, learning opportunities, and different ways of doing things, for this is how we grow. Be compassionate. Let it be your gift to an ever-changing world in need of acceptance and kindness. Be brave. Bravery is why you are here today. Don't be afraid to see how far bravery can take you. Thank you for choosing to pursue your educational endeavors at SIUE. We're lucky to have you as members of our alumni community. We want you to stay connected, join, or link with us through our social media platforms. Come visit us, come drop by. We have lots of fun activities throughout the year. And by the way, they really are fun. And a lot of them are family friendly, children friendly. We have a lot of great fun. You can drop by, come by, see us anytime. Burger Hall is across the street. You can just walk in just to say, hi, I'm an alumni. What can I do? Or can I be of service to anything? Nick, Kathy, and that whole entire family that exactly what they are, family. The last thing before I go, we hope to see you next week at the Always a Cougar graduation commencement ceremony. At Thursday, May 5th, I think, is the toast celebration. We want to toast to your success as you enter the next chapter of your SIUE story. From all of us at the SIUE Alumni Association, congratulations and welcome to the SIUE alumni family. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Millie. And additionally, as we mentioned earlier, graduates were able to submit messages of thanks to their family, faculty, staff members, and friends who were instrumental to their success. And actually, Megan beat me to the punch, which is we know that it often takes everyone here all that love and support to get you to this point. So let's just do another round of applause for all the people who love you, all the people who care for you, and all the people who got you to this moment. So let's one big round of applause for that. We know it's taken everyone in this room, right, to make these things happen. So with that, I'm very excited now to have our closing remarks from our Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, Dr. Jessica Harris. Dr. Harris is most certainly an advocate for your success on this campus, and we're really happy to have her join us today. So with that, I'll pass the stage to Dr. Harris.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I've been trying to hold it together. The tears were right there. I was like, oh, let me keep it together. Okay. First of all, Megan, thank you. Thank you for sharing your story and for such inspirational and affirming words for our graduates and for all of us. So as Lindy said earlier, this is the 8th semi-annual graduation celebration that we've had for our non-traditional students, and we certainly are excited to continue that tradition for many more years to come. In each semester prior, we recognize the hard work of those who came before you, and now we are here to do the same for each of you. The amount of work all of you have put into your education is admirable, and your commitment and diligence have not gone unnoticed. As you celebrate your impending graduation, I hope you know that you have made SIUE and our local community a much better place. And I appreciate you bringing your academic talents and your tenacity to our university. Now I ask that as you start the next leg of your journey, that you give those incredible gifts, share those incredible gifts with others. As you lead what I know will be purpose-driven, mission-filled lives, I challenge you to use your gifts to empower others. Know that we are extremely proud of you, and we want you to know that you will always be an SIUE Cougar. Thank you all again for being here this evening. Thank you to our guests for being here to celebrate our graduates. And one last time, let's give them all a round of applause.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I know, I feel the same. This was just very affirming, and I'm not even a graduate, right? So, yay. So now, again, one more time for those of you who've joined us, thank you. We are excited. Congratulations. I told you you'd hear it a lot, right? So there it is one more time. Now we've reached the end of our program, Graduates Quick Instruction. Again, we have our photographer here. So if you'll all wait just 1 minute, we'd like to take a big picture of all of you as a group. Guests, you're more than welcome to start heading over to the reception area, which is just to my left, your right, and the big open space that you see open there. Also, we've told our graduates as well that we have our photographer here from campus for a little bit of time. So if you would like to take some family pictures or group pictures, like now's your chance, because whatever photos are taken, we'll send that link to you so you can actually download any of those pictures later on so that you can choose from lots of really professionally taken pictures. Thanks, Jacob. And with that, we're closed. Thank you again. Graduates, stay right here. Guests, feel free to join the reception. Thank you.
Turn up.
And thank you for joining us, those on Zoom. I just realized I forgot to say thank you. Closing it out. Where do you want to?